So here we have the Seat Alhambra SE on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. If we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have reversing sensors. At the moment all 7 seats are in place, so this is the amount of boot space we have as a 7-seater. Let me show you what it's like when we fold those rear 2 seats down. As you can see, you get a huge amount of extra space. Those 3 what are now rear seats, previously middle seats, will also fold flat as well, should you need even more space. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. These seats are as good as new. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we have the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the middle you can see the total miles on this car are 17,432. You can change information displayed above that using buttons on the steering wheel. There's various different menus available. We're in the driver data menu at the moment, but you have got audio, phone, assistance, settings, and then back round to where we started. The buttons I was using to do all of that are on this right hand side here, along with that button there, which is the voice activation for the phone. Hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it can do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That's of course once you pair the phone, which is done on the central screen, and I'll show you that in just a moment. On the left hand side we have stereo controls and the ability to answer phone calls. Again, that's all once you've paired the phone, and that is done up here by following the instructions on screen. So this is all touch screen. You've got a few menu buttons down the right and left, but predominantly it then becomes touch screen. So you can see this car's got FM and AM radio. If you want to listen to your own music, there's a number of ways of doing that. You have a CD player, SD memory card slot, a USB input. Once you've paired your phone, you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio, and there's auxiliary input as well. And you can see the CD player just at the top of that unit there. Below that we have dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature for the passenger side, driver side, fan speed, direction you'd like the air to blow, then hit that button to turn the air conditioning on, or hit auto and the car will take control of the fan speed itself to maintain those temperatures for you, and then you can override that at any time you wish to. Below that we have a few buttons. So that's for the tyre pressure warning sensor. So if you reduce the air in all of the tyres, for example, and get in the car and drive off, the car will warn you that the tyre pressures are low because you've just lowered them yourself. That will reset the lower level so that it doesn't go off when you've intentionally let air out of the tyres. That turns on or off the parking sensors. That turns off the stop and start. So this car's designed to cut out in traffic when you're stationary, saving you fuel. You can turn that system off. And to the right hand side of that is the button to turn off the traction control. We then have a 6-speed manual gearbox. Down the bottom here we have an electronic handbrake with auto hold function, 12-volt charging socket, a second 12-volt charging socket, and then the USB and auxiliary inputs. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.